Hello and welcome to the Energy Connect studio at ADIPEC 2025. I'm delighted to have sitting next to me in the studio today Sujay Nair, Executive Director, and Danielle Heximer, Marketing Director at Penta Global. Thank you so much, Sujay and Danielle, for being with us today.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, real pleasure as always to see you.
Thank you so much. To start off, Penta has seen remarkable growth, especially with the addition of civil services. Could you talk to us about what drove this expansion and how it strengthens your overall capabilities?
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the way we've grown in the last, I'd say 5 years, it's been exponential growth. We've always had a rich portfolio of service offerings that we've offered to the energy sector here. Our history is, we provided fabrication services, then mechanical, electrical instrumentation services. So this offering of civil services is extremely complementary to the services that we provide. And it was a natural progression for us. So it essentially makes us a full service provider for major EPC projects where we're a subcontractor, like, for example, the Moran project, which we're executing, but also for the other small EPC projects we do where we self-perform these activities. It just makes it a lot easier for clients to have less interfaces on a project site, and it makes it more efficient because obviously we're already a trusted partner for our clients. So this is just an additional value that we can provide to.
That's an excellent point, Sujay. And how does this diversification into civil services complement Penta's core operations and support your clients across the energy value chain?
As I said, it's a natural progression, and it gives us the ability to mobilize our own resources to execute these large-scale projects. And if you look at it, there is a huge demand with the growth of the energy sector today to bring in skilled personnel, and that's something we've always been extremely capable at. So this is just another string to our bow, if you will, giving us the ability to provide all the services our client requires and not be dependent on third parties. Essentially, efficiencies, project delivery, and we're already recognized as one of the safest contractors in the region. We recently received an award from ADNOC Offshore on that basis, and I'm happy to announce that our CEO was at WTC just last week, and we were one of 4 contractors recognized for that for our safety performance on EPC projects. So we're very proud of that.
Many congratulations. I think during our last conversation that you were looking forward to those awards. Yeah, and as we have often spoken about, your culture of excellence. And that was actually my next question, that, you already have several HEC awards under your belt. So what do these achievements say about your culture of safety and operational excellence?
Yeah, we've been lucky enough to win a few awards for our HSE initiatives. Earlier in the year, we won a ROSPA for health and safety, and we also won an award for health and safety with the British Safety Council. And then most recently, the one you're referring to is the World Energy Supply Chain Awards, the WESCAs. We took home an award for culture, which we're really proud of. People are at the heart of everything we do at Penta Global. So that's one is really significant for us because it's all about how we create a culture of inclusion and diversity and really give our talent pool opportunity for growth.
Now, in the context of the UAE's focus on in-country value, how is Penta Global helping support the development of the local economy as well as talent?
I mean, I think it's a great question, and I think we have to go back to the start. So since 2018, when ICV, or in-country value, was implemented by ADNOC, we've always been a great patriot of that. I mean, if you look back at our history, we're a local manufacturer. We have our own facilities here. We built facilities here to service the industry. So we've always been a strong contributor from that perspective, but we're trying to take that further, see how we can obviously develop not just the local supply chain, which is obviously critical to that, but also invest in localization, employing local Emiratis, and looking at ways that we can develop that and upskill our resources, particularly the local Emiratis. And for example, sustainability is a massive push for us now. We've developed our ESG framework with TUV, and we're looking at how we can bring locals into that, because it's not just about environment, it's also social and governance. I think people often forget that. And, what better way than use local people to develop the social and governance side of things, upskill them, train them in that aspect of things. So that's a big drive that the board is pushing for now. So we're quite excited about that.
Looking ahead, what are your strategic priorities to sustain this momentum of growth while maintaining Penta standards of quality, safety, and people focus?
Yeah, I mean, one of our biggest strategic priorities over the last year has really been around people. Our talent are paramount of importance to us. We really do take significant interest in their health and their well-being, and we want them to flourish in all areas of their life, be that at work, at home, and in their health. And there's such a passion for us. We've actually just launched a report today called Mind Matters in Construction, and this looks at the state of mental well-being in the construction industry. And what we found in that report is that we know that the construction industry can be particularly challenging for people's mental wellness. They work extremely long hours, extreme heat conditions, they're often away from family. So we know there's some challenges there, particularly around the stigma of people not talking about the challenges that they're having. The government has made some significant strides recently in the initiatives that they've created, and now we're calling on the industry to do the same, and we want the industry to take 3 steps. So first of all is to look at the increase the data that's out there and be really transparent with that. So make tracking the mental wellness of their workers part of industry compliance, and then to take those isolated surveys and turn that into measurable progress. The second one is to collaborate as an industry. What we saw in our research is that the large companies are doing some really great initiatives that are really supporting their workers. Often with the growing companies, they don't have the ability to do that. So we want to share frameworks across the industry. But also the third point is to look at prevention and not reaction. So to make sure we look at the root causes of what's causing these challenges for our workers, and make sure that we are supporting them across the industry so that every single employee gets the same level of support and care across the whole industry.
That's quite a pioneering initiative. Wish you all the luck with that.
Thank you.
Yeah. And it's been such a pleasure speaking to you, Sujay and Danielle. Thank you so much for coming down to the Energy Connect studio.
It's always a pleasure to be here with you, and we're looking forward to a great event. We'd love to welcome people to visit our stand, where we have some interesting activities going on. So we're in the UK Pavilion, hall number 8, on stand number 8530. So please, I'd also love to see you down there as well.
And you can download our report on our website at www.penta-global.com. Thank you.
And I'm sure there will be a lot of people seeing you there.
Look forward to it.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to follow us on social media. You can get comprehensive coverage of the energy industry at energyconnects.com, and I'll be back with another studio interview from ADIPEC 2025. Stay tuned.